Closure from the last one.
Alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-four weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running at the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones, and they ready.
Welcome, everybody, for Tales from the Lounge. I'm Ron.
And I'm Rhonda.
And this is our good friend, Josh Sims. And it's been a little over a year since we had you on the show. You were very new in your cigar journey.
Very new.
Very new.
Super new.
And we're going to be with him tonight and talk about where he is on his journey now and other things that he's been a part of. And we're going to have a great night We got drinks all around. We got some good cigars. And we will see you right after this. And Ted is an awesome... And we are back. Rhonda and I are having old fashions. And for cigars, I brought out one of my all-time favorites, the Superfly by Oscar. And, I kind of joke that, anytime I smoke a Superfly, I should have Superfly by William Dafoe on. I'm sorry, Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
I'm
like William Dafoe. Like, who
I would have worn my purple hat if I knew we were smoking the Superfly.
Hey, I didn't know we were smoking Superfly, but my hair is purple, so I get away with it anyway. Besides my lips being purple too. But just because we're smoking the Superfly, I had to sport my Crux hat. Always and forever be a Crux girl.
And they are not by the Superflies are not by Crux.
They are not.
They are by Oscar, and I can't pronounce his last name. Valadares.
Nailed it.
Did I really? I have loved these things ever since they came out, and unfortunately, I can't get them at my normal place. But every time I come across a lounge that has some, I at least buy 5 or 10. So I keep a supply around, and I was looking for something for tonight, and I said, you know what? I'm going to bring in Superflies because I know Rhonda loves it, and I knew Josh would love it. So
what you think?
So far, it has not disappointed.
Yeah. It's usually with that first draw.
And Wesley and Lavonda are already on. It's good to see you guys tonight.
Hey, Wesley. Hi, Lavonda.
It's good to see you guys tonight.
Oh, I guess I better turn that down, huh? Ooh.
How many episodes is this?
How many episodes is this, Ron?
I don't know. I have not sat down and counted, but I've been doing them for over 4 years, so a couple of hundred.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, probably closer to 300. I need to sit down and do that and make a note of that. Believe it or not, these originally started on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes. Chris and I were doing these on Twitch, and we wasn't really getting any traction there, and so we switched to Facebook, and we were doing Facebook and Instagram.
That's just going to show you how old
Twitch is a young man's game.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck is Twitch?
And
I
it's
never heard it. I ain't never heard no damn
streaming.
Twitch.
It's more of a gamer platform.
No wonder.
You'll find people streaming while they're playing video games.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And
so you're a
about their
video.
gameplay.
You like video games too, then?
Yes.
Okay, so you 2 peas in a pod right here.
But I don't
Y'all are
play-
gamers.
I don't play many video games.
You like that anime shit?
I
Don't
do.
you?
Let's see here. Oh, stop giving me a hard time, OBS.
We're having issues on Facebook.
I'm having issues with OBS. Okay, we're back on.
And we're back.
So anyway, it was suggested to go to Twitch, so we tried Twitch, and we probably did a half dozen shows and maybe a dozen, and we just wasn't getting any traction or feedback, so we switched over to Facebook and Instagram, and I was setting up 2 phones to do that, and then that just got to be a pain in the butt, so we eventually started doing exclusively Facebook. Now we're doing Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. I don't have enough followers to live stream on Twitter, but I could also go to Twitter eventually if I got a bunch of followers there. But you know what? Fuck Twitter,
It's X.
Anyway, let's do our normal cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you,
and a good
Josh, for
friends.
coming back on again.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
In our journey right now. So, what's been your favorite stick so far?
Oh, man. Funny you should ask that because it's great timing. Favorite one in the humidor right now has to be the DC Equalizer.
Yeah, what a great shout out to them. What is it, Cigar Magazine?
It was Cigars and Spirits.
Yes.
The Equalizer, people don't know, just got rated a 92 out of 100 on Cigars and Spirits. The big seller is the Genesis right now, of course.
Yes.
But anytime anybody comes in, I highly suggest the Equalizer to them.
It's a good stick. That whole DC is really good.
And I tell the story of it's the only cigar I don't drink alcohol with. Usually it's a Dr. Pepper cream soda.
What?
Sometimes the cream soda just brings out the cocoa and creaminess in that cigar. Okay. And then there was one time I was kind of being a jerk to my youngest daughter. She was drinking chocolate milk in Equalizer and stole it from her and started drinking it with the Equalizer.
And how was that coming up?
I thought I'd changed the cigar game.
Oh, what? It was amazing.
If you've never had chocolate milk smoking a cigar, I highly recommend it.
Oh, no.
It'll change you completely.
I wish that I liked milk, and I would probably try that, but I don't like milk at all, so that's out of the question for me. But I will say that I've had every line of DC.
That's a good coffee cigar too.
No, absolutely.
I've had every line of DC, and it's good. I just don't like the flavored one, but except for that, I won't smoke that again. But everything else is just phenomenal. Yeah. And that Genesis, ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Yeah, I've realized I'm smoking a lot of Luciano here lately. I mean, between the Genesis, the Foreign Affair,
Maria Lucia.
Yep. I mean, just every time I turn around, I've got something Luciano has had his little fingers in.
And usually I go back and forth between DC and Luciano myself. And if you probably look up from my profile, it's either going to be Equalizer or Foreign Affair.
Yeah.
So, in the past year, what is the most interesting thing you've learned about cigars?
Probably the people. I didn't know how close of a community the cigar community was. I thought it was old white men sitting around in a smoky room.
Hey, now wait a minute. Stop throwing stones at this direction, okay?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was old white men sitting in a smoky room. And it couldn't be further from the truth.
And they had to be rich too. I mean, they're old white rich guys.
With smoking jackets on.
Yes.
Smoking
robes.
Smoking robes.
Yeah.
Speaking of smoking robes, y'all should be getting some soon here.
I'm waiting on my smoking jacket.
They're de-wrinkling.
Oh, they're de-wrinkling. Okay, now back at you. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish about your.
It's all ages, races, all rich, not so rich, middle class,
even poor. I mean.
Yeah, I see every walk of life come in here. Men, women, people bring their kids up in the humidor and. Joke around with the kids too, and they usually don't like the smell, so they run out. But
well, you know what? Gomez Adams had his first cigar at 5.
5?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
5. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't give my kid no cigar at 5 anyway, but that's just
because
me.
You're just not with it. I mean,
no.
If I had a 5-year-old, I'd be giving him cigars every day, man.
Yeah, that's because you're a terrible parent.
Down.
You don't give a kid 5 years old a damn cigar.
I'll give him a beer though.
I'd rather have a beer than a damn cigar.
I'll let him have both. We'd be sitting on the back porch.
No.
Sitting there.
No, I give him a beer and then my kid would be like, "No, I don't like this," and they wouldn't want to drink it again. That's just my kid.
Evan is on.
But I would not give a 5-year-old a stick. I just went out. Hi,
You're
Evan.
just not a member of the Adams family then,
No, I'm not.
Hello. Well, the other.
You know what we're referencing, right, Rhonda?
What are we referencing?
The Adams family.
Yeah, the Adams. The who? Adams
family.
Yes.
Yeah, Gomez Adams, the main character.
The dad.
Yeah, but
The
why
dad.
would you give your kid a cigar at 5? It doesn't matter.
Ask his dad. His dad gave him his first cigar at 5.
Okay.
If you want to be slick like Gomez Adams, I would, Raul Julia, man, he did a great job as Gomez Adams.
The second thing I'd probably have to say is the passion that goes into a cigar. Like on Saturday when we are having the worldwide release for Katie cigar by Mark McClurkin.
Yeah.
Sitting down and talking to him and how much that went into blending his cigar and the passion he has for cigars, and then sitting down with Jamon and talking about the definition cigars and how much passion that he's got, and traveling and going down to different countries and figuring out the blends and everything that goes into it. It's not just slapping down some tobacco leaves, rolling it up, and smoking it.
And
there's a lot of
label
love
on it. And
I had no idea that aging a cigar could change the flavor profile. The shape and size of a cigar could be the same cigar, same blend, and a Lancero is going to smoke different than a Robusto, and the education part has probably been one of my favorite parts. I like to learn anyway, and then learning every aspect has really been a fun journey.
Well, Evan says that he says, I'm managing Josh now. We'll cut you guys a friends and family deal.
Okay. Well, not that we don't.
What does that mean?
I have no clue.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But also working here really gives you like a good leg up on like getting the knowledge that you need.
Oh, absolutely.
Because everybody here, like, the Frakes, they're so knowledgeable about the stuff. And so when something does come in, I mean, they can just tell you right off the bat what it is, the flavor profiles, and they don't really force you to like it, but you do need to at least try it, so that way when someone else comes in to get that stick, what to really offer.
If you've never gone to the Brandon Frakes school of what cigar you want or how a cigar is made, he can sell ice to Eskimos, is the way I put it. The way he can produce the words of describing a cigar is unreal to me. I was describing a cigar the other day, and Garrett Reed just happened to be in the humidor, and he was like, "Oh, you must have got your graduation from the Brandon Frakes School of Cigar Knowledge."
Me, Nathan Frakes. Oh. Well, actually,
but they're speaking the truth, though. They're really telling you about the stick, and they're passionate about it. And if you ask them, you ask their opinion, you ask them about the stick, and they're gonna give it to you, and they're gonna give it to you real.
Well, we have there's a couple that is sitting in the Dreamer Lounge right now. They said they hardly ever go to cigar shops. The only time they smoke is usually when they go to the Caribbean or something. And I spent 45 minutes with this couple just in the humidor tonight, and then gave them a tour of the lounge, and they were just blown away on either the knowledge that I knew, or they could sense the passion that I had to talk about cigars.
Well, when you're new to smoking, or not even just new, but you don't smoke on a regular, and you go into a lounge and you're in the humidor, it's important for that person that works there to understand what's in there, but also to teach the people that are coming in there, because we don't always know what we want.
And coming into a lounge anyway is hugely intimidating.
Yeah. And so the fact that you knew what you were speaking about, because you were, you got your knowledge from people who know, you were able to take that knowledge and, give it to them. And,
Exactly.
I'm sure you asked, how do you drink your coffee, to help them decide about what they what they were going to smoke, because that's important.
I asked them what they smoke, and he said he really didn't know, and And I was like, well, is it a lighter shade wrapper? Is it a darker shade wrapper? What kind of flavor notes are you looking for? And,
He said, I have no clue.
And he ended up settling on a foreign affair.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
And
why not?
and his wife ended up getting a blueberry from Definition Cigars.
See?
Cool.
Okay,
so Evan says that he is now managing Josh and wants to know if we want to be sponsors for his up-and-coming boxing match in Vegas.
We're getting into this already.
Oh, well, I mean, there's something that Evan, so I don't know anything about that, so you want to, is there something you want to elaborate on that he's talking about?
So I guess I'll announce it here. I haven't really put anything on social media. People from the lounge here know, and a couple of my friends know, but I will be having a boxing match in Las Vegas.
What?
In August 10th. Unfortunately, it's like the weekend right before the first day of school. But however, it is a Masters tournament for people 35 years and older.
Uh-huh.
And then they try to match you up with experience, age, and weight. So I've been going to title boxing now for about 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the two brothers that I train with the most, Alex and George Rincon, they kind of said that I could
suckered you into this deal. Is that what you're trying to say?
they said that I would be able to hold my own.
Is there an old and fat league?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so where in Vegas is this boxing match going to be?
So it's not one of these MGM.
Okay, right.
It's going to be at a boxing gym to be determined. So right now,
okay.
But it's August 10th and 11th. They usually group people up by about 4 or so. If you win on Saturday, you fight on Sunday. And if you win on Sunday, they give you a belt.
Okay.
So if I win...
I want to see that belt, man.
Yeah, we want to see. You better come back. You better come to the shop, and you better be sporting that belt.
If I don't win, there's going to be a lot of people here kind of razzing me and...
Only in love.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, only in love. But you know what? I'm so proud of you, though.
Just do me a favor and don't mess up that pretty face, man.
I'm so proud of you, though. That's just the big deal. Like, when we turn a certain age, we just, it's just like.
So it's
a certain age, you lose your mind. And
it's another thing,
stuff.
Getting out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I used to do sprint triathlons, it's just kind of that competitive thing,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's a different type of competitive thing. I know Chris Pennington asked Pops if ICC would sponsor me and put it on my shorts, so I was like, I don't need any of that. I just
right in the center of your ass.
I mean, if anybody wants to,
and you know what? I'm sure he'll work that out for you.
If anybody wants to pay for the plane ticket, I'll put whatever, and if they want to pay for the hotel, I'll put whatever on there. But yeah, this is the first time I've put it out there to the world that I'll be doing something. So
that's great. That's great.
Awesome,
my daughter
man.
used to box.
I can see that.
Yeah, she's a little feisty thing.
So
oh yeah, she can hold her own too.
the first time I sparred was about a month ago. Kind of got my head beat in a little bit, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Run out of the ring, or are you gonna?
Yeah.
What it's giving you a snapshot of what you're gonna be going through, and so it's best to start getting that now. So when it hits you in August, you're not shocked. And that's part of training.
The weight cut started about 2 weeks ago. I started the meal prep for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
And,
I gotta do that too.
Kind of watch what I eat.
Listen, I don't have enough good looks already. I don't need anybody punching the rest of it out.
I started back at the gym. I was like, okay, I gotta get some of this weight off. Just a little bit. I like all my thickness and curvy stuff.
So I didn't know we were going to get into this early, but thanks.
Well, that's because of Evan. That's because of Evan. That was
knew
him.
I shouldn't have told him I was going to be on tonight.
He got on just for you.
Yeah, that's right. He got on just for you
to talk. It had to do with you.
Because he wanted me to ask you who you thought the sexiest former or current employee is at ICC.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Jasmine.
See, Evan, it's not you.
Evan, you're
No.
my sexiest man here.
No. He's not the sexiest.
Debbie's gonna be down here pretty soon. I don't know
Ex-employee.
if I would say that.
Who, Debbie?
Debbie's
Oh, his
gonna be working,
fiance?
yeah.
She'll be all right. I ain't right. She'll love me.
I'm sure.
Whose problem is that? Theirs, not mine, right?
For sure.
So, how's school going? Is it out? Are you out yet, or
Oh,
should
this
be
is
out?
this is the second week I've been out of school,
Okay.
or is it the first full week? I don't know. It all runs together now that it's summer break.
I know.
Good. I was happy that this school year got over.
Mhm.
Summer couldn't come soon enough.
Yeah. Any travel plans in the future coming up?
We've been talking about going to the beach.
Okay.
I didn't know if we wanted to drive 10 hours to Florida or Alabama or.
Just go down to Galveston.
Oh, that's what we were talking about, going to Surfside.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, south of Galveston enough, and then just north.
Yeah.
Or
Just
Port
enough to
Aransas.
get
Yeah.
away
Fort
from
yeah.
being at home in this
You like
area.
fishing?
I love fishing.
Go to Freeport and get on one of the red snapper boats. and
That's
catch some red snappers.
my wife grew up in San Diego, so
That's right.
So she loves the beach
Yep.
and the water, and my kids love the water, and
Yeah,
All kids love
Yeah.
water. I mean,
so my youngest daughter was like, "Can we go to the beach or can we go to Colorado this summer?" And
Hey, the beach should win all the time.
And Debbie's gonna say the beach 100% of the time. So y'all not going anywhere?
I am, but I can't just say exactly where I'm going. I'll have to say it off because it's kind of a surprise.
Oh,
But then I'm going to Vegas in into August into September, Labor Day weekend.
oh, you're going to Vegas too?
Yes. So I might have to do Vegas 3 times.
No, I don't need anybody coming to watch me fight.
Why not? We need that support.
I don't want them to be disappointed. If
No,
we'd
wouldn't
never be
dis- we would-
disappointed.
we
If
would be
anything,
there
we'd be
as
so
support.
proud of you.
Oh, I understand.
We would be so proud of you.
'Cause
It's a proud moment for
I've
you,
heard
and
people-
the support that you have, whether you win or lose, it's just important that you have that.
Well, I heard
Someone-
people were like actually looking at flights already to come out and.
Well, see, there you go. There you go.
But,
I got some things coming up.
It's not a pleasure trip for sure. It's
Yeah.
it's supposed to be all work, but
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
throw some money in a slot
You
machine.
know, some of my trips this year are not pleasure, but there'll be a little bit of work involved in that
Yeah.
too. But I always look forward to the summer because especially when I get ready to go to Vegas, it's like kind of like, since I don't go back to California that much anymore,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm really itching to get on a plane again. You know, it's kind of hard when you work 2 jobs, so it's like I'm really looking forward to this.
Tell me about it.
This little, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this little semi-vacation.
Good.
Yeah. So June I'll be here. July, August, September, October. That's kind of normal my travel season.
We'll be going to Big Smokin' November.
Yeah.
Oh, they're having it in November now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's first weekend in November.
That's first
Is
weekend.
it always like that?
Yeah.
No. Well, it happens to land the first weekend of November.
Where is it this year?
It's in Vegas. Again.
Oh, I thought they changed it.
No, there's another
I
one.
thought it was in Florida.
No.
That's another one.
Yeah. that's
They
a
have
different
several throughout the year.
Gotcha.
one. I can only afford one.
I thought they only had it in.
In Vegas.
One.
Yeah, no, they have several throughout the year.
Oh, okay.
And
I
this
want
last
to say they
was
have one
in
up near Canada, don't they?
I think so.
Canada. Speaking of, somebody tell me the hockey score.
Ooh. Yeah, my family's in Canada.
Really? What part?
Oh yeah, Burnaby and Vancouver.
That's
Yeah.
Vancouver. I always wanted to visit,
Oh, it's beautiful.
but nobody wants to go with me.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go. Me and my dad and my brother were supposed to go to Canada on a fishing trip,
Mhm.
and then COVID happened. And then,
Yeah.
it's been 4 years.
So I haven't been back there since 9/11. I used to go every year on my anniversary. and I haven't been back since 9/11. When it hit, I got stuck in Canada for several extra days.
Really?
Yes, because I had to prove that I was a U.S. citizen.
I didn't know if it was because they grounded planes to the
No.
U.S. or...
I had to
Wow.
prove that I was a U.S. citizen, and so that was fun. But I got to spend extra time with my family, and so I just hadn't gone back. Well, actually, I take that back. My nephew got married, and I went back. So it's probably been about 15 years since I've been back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. One question I have for y'all. What's the one event at Industrial that y'all look forward to the most every year?
Well,
Always Halloween.
Halloween, and we will
And we're
not
probably
be
gonna
here
and we're probably
for
gonna
Halloween.
miss it.
Oh, that's gonna Big Smoke is
Yes.
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 really
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
this past October was my first Halloween event. That and fortunately I didn't have to work it, so I actually got to sit back and see everything,
The chaos.
everything that goes,
Oh yeah. It's
everything,
crazy.
and then now with our new expansion with the additional extra rooms, I can only imagine how crazy this place is going to be.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be absolutely nuts.
Off the chain.
Off the chain.
But so both of y'all, it's always Halloween?
It's Halloween. This is one of the best events.
That's been my favorite holiday for
He loves
decades.
Halloween. But
It's-
also,
and it's actually
also,
a wedding anniversary.
Also, not just Halloween, the ugly sweater. Because I love Christmas, so it's Halloween and the ugly sweater.
Did we have one this past Christmas?
We did.
I can't remember.
Yep.
We did. Yes, we did. Yes.
I must have been off that day too. I don't remember.
Yes. Those are the two events that I really do look forward to.
The first year I did it, I printed out a whole bunch of Gurkha labels, and then stuck them on the sweater.
If y'all don't know, Gurkha is kind of a bad word around here. I highly suggest you cut into a Gurkha at some point and.
See the
Well,
garbage.
it's just bad everywhere. Not just around here, but it's just bad everywhere. We don't smoke them. We don't buy them. We don't nothing.
Friends don't let friends smoke Gurkhas.
Yes. And if a friend is letting you smoke one, it's probably because they don't like you.
Although if somebody wants to send me a Mike Tyson Gurkha just to try out.
Yeah, because he does.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, when is this dude's fight, or did it already happen?
No, July 20th.
Okay. So what's the consensus on that?
He is gonna whoop that boy's ass.
I mean,
I think it's going to be closer to what people think, but only because the man is going to be 58 years old.
I don't care.
58.
Yeah, 58.
He need to sit his ass down.
I'm only a year younger than he is,
Now
and I think I could take that.
And you would
bozo
need to
on a
sit
good
your
day.
ass down too.
I would hope he does.
You can look. Ron would not be able to take that. He would not be able to take.
Nobody will.
He just over here running his mouth like he's Mr. Big Dog, and he ain't gonna take shit. He gonna get his ass whooped, and he'll be crawling on the damn thing about, help me.
I'll get my ass whooped for about $20 million.
Okay, shit.
Well, the problem is I wouldn't step in the ring with Mike Tyson for 20, but I would the other guy, because if Tyson hits me one time,
I'll probably be
gotta hit
dead.
you.
I'm gonna be so brain damaged.
That hospital bill is
I'll
going
be
to be.
going. I'll be going. I got $20 million from my wheelchair.
Okay. Hi, Will. Will said Halloween was his favorite as well.
Man, everybody's this Halloween.
It's Halloween. I mean, it's Halloween and the ugly sweater. I mean, I'm surprised people are not saying the
See,
ugly
Will
sweater.
thinks I can do it too. He said, "Ron, you can do it."
I know there
Will knows that you would get your ass whooped.
I know there's some behind the scenes talks of coming up with some different events around here in the next coming year or so. And when I mean here, I mean Industrial Cigar Company.
Right. Well, people have been grumbling they want to do the golf tournament again.
Now that was super
But
fun.
the logistics were just a pain in the ass.
I bet.
Andrew
Yeah.
Frakes and I were out on the golf course that morning at 5 a.m. in the morning, making sure things got set up.
I heard that there was a rodeo here one time.
Yes.
That was pretty fun as well.
Yes.
Had like a mechanical bull and everything.
Oh, really? So I didn't know about that. But I will
Mm.
say the Kentucky Derby events too are great as well.
I just started coming the year after they did the last the last one.
Yeah. So hopefully next year they'll get back and back to some of the things that they used to do.
I think so. It's been a pretty hectic here.
Yeah, because with the
here
expansion and stuff, and
Correct.
that's understandable.
If you haven't been up here and tried the food, just the food is amazing.
Amazing.
I brought my daughter up here
They've got
over
the
the
new
weekend.
flatbread, the 2 new flatbreads.
Yeah.
Of course, the hamburger is always freaking good. The Cuban is good. The ham and cheese sandwich is good.
Cheese and the
The
grilled cheese sandwich.
the grilled cheese. I haven't tried the Polish dog yet.
No, the Chicago dog.
Yeah, that one.
I'm out. Anybody who puts tomatoes on a hot dog, I'm good. I'm from Texas, so I'm ketchup and mustard all the way. So what did you order this weekend?
I ordered. What did I ordered the salmon sandwich, and my daughter ordered the cheeseburger and just loved it.
It's great. It's a great damn burger.
That's what I had tonight.
It's
too.
what I've had 3 of them already so far. It's just a great damn burger.
The stuff that Georgie comes up with, that onion aioli that he just made from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
The barbecue sauce is made from scratch. That dude
And
knows his
the
way around the kitchen.
Grady's mustard.
Yeah,
is
let's
made
not
by
forget
scratch.
that.
So
That Grady's mustard, man.
So
On
I
some chip. Ooh.
So I forego the barbecue sauce on the Cuban and put on Grady's mustard.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, that's-
That Grady's mustard is the bomb. And I did my Parmesan chips in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot, you talking about some heaven right there? Oh my God, it's heaven.
So we every day we average over 10 new people a day here at ICC, and a lot of times people will just come in for lunch just to eat.
Yeah.
They won't even have a cigar. They'll just come in and eat and leave.
That's good.
And yeah.
Because the food is really, really good.
Yes, it is.
Like, this is not your normal, guys, this is really not like your normal bar food. Like, normal bar food, you get like wings and french fries and a burger, but the burger is
There's
okay.
nothing fried here.
There's nothing, their burger here is great. Everything here is so good.
And for the health conscious people, we have a salmon salad.
I know, this is what I just ordered. Yes. I've had it already. This is my second time eating the smoked salmon salad. It is yummy.
It is delicious.
That salad is so yummy. And the charcuterie boys, they have 2 different kinds. They have one that just has just straight cheese and bread and the oil and balsamic vinegar in it. And then they have one that has like the meat, the cheese, and everything else on it.
Oh, yep.
So both boards are just fantastic. I mean, everything is great. We can't go wrong.
No.
Shit, you just want to sit up here and just eat.
I mean-
And let's not talk about this damn dessert, though. The dessert.
Oh, I had to get
Jesus.
the girl dessert.
I've only had a couple bites of dessert. I haven't had the chance to sit down and
Man, the
and
cheesecake,
eat a whole slice.
the chocolate cake, the cheesecake.
Yeah, they have.
That lemon cake was phenomenal.
I haven't had the lemon cake. When I went to go get a bite of Ron's, he had already fucking just ate it. No, I think that was Lily. Lily had the lemon cake.
I had
I
the
was like, I just
cheesecake.
want a bite.
The family really did a great job, and then the 2 ladies, Begley and Olive, did a fantastic job decorating this place, and those 2 behind the scenes are more important than people know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Begley is
The
like
queen bee.
the queen bee of this kitchen. She's not going to let them put out anything that's not worthy.
No,
if
no.
if it's not perfect, it's not coming out that kitchen. And if it's not tasting right, it's not coming out that kitchen. If it's not plated right, it's not coming out that kitchen. She's a phenomenal woman.
And for those of you who are wondering, we were sitting in Industrial Cigar Company in Frisco, Texas, and this is the place we're talking about. Come out, give the food a try. The humidor is full of great cigars. Because of their vetting process, it is hard to find a bad cigar in that humidor.
Oh yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna exclude Drew Estates and all the acid shit. I mean, that's you got that because there are people out there who like that garbage. But for regular cigars, they are.
I'll still sell them to you, by the way.
They are phenomenal.
There's people out there that still do like flavored cigars. An acid line is totally flavored. The tobacco line is totally flavored line. But there's going to be people in here that are going to want it, so they sell it, and it does sell. Does it sell like all the other stuff? I don't know. But I know me personally, I'm not going to buy it because I don't like fat bottom Betty's. I don't like nothing sweet. I'm not like acid. I'm not going to do the tobacco. I'm going to go for all the other good stuff. Oh, and keep in mind, you guys, ladies, Father's Day is coming up. So check on Industrial Cigars page because I do have is it the Alfonso's?
Is it?
I don't know which one it is.
It's the Alfonso Grand Selection.
Yes. See?
I think it comes
It's a
with
5-pack, right?
5 cigars, and it comes with an ashtray.
Straight, yes.
For the low price of $269.
Oh, 69.
$269.
$269.
$99.
There you go. Go ahead, sell
And
it,
if
baby.
you order
Sell
by
it.
midnight,
Hey, but let him know that Rhonda told you that it was on sale.
Those cigars alone should be over $300.
Yes.
And before I had to check with Pops to see if the price
It was right?
it's too good to be true.
well, how much the ashtrays are generally $200 by themselves, aren't they?
Yeah. And it comes with an ashtray.
Well, Nelson Alfonso designs and makes it all himself, and they're usually 100% porcelain with 24 karat gold trim. If you haven't checked out the Byron and Alfonso ashtrays at the front counter, I highly recommend.
Oh yeah, they're nice. And I gotta give a big shout out to Pops because he did get me the principal
Ashtray. Purple ashtray.
My purple ashtray.
If you're intimidated to come in, I highly recommend to come in. Mike is usually here in the morning. He was the guy that showed me around the very first time. And he sold me my first 2 cigars here at ICC before I started working here. Didn't know what I was looking for. I had no idea. So
Do you remember what he sold you?
Yeah, it was a house stick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know what? I think people forget about those because there's so much good stuff in there.
Well,
but that house stick.
We haven't had them for a long time.
I don't think we've had it for 9 months.
They've been stuck in the Dominican Republic. They finally got them in.
The house stick and the DC Prolific.
Yep.
And I didn't sit in the lounge for 3 or 4 months probably. I was just kind of a grab and go type person. And then
Dave called you out on Saturday at the shop.
Yeah, Dave called me out and said, "Well, how come you haven't come out?" And I said I was kind of intimidated, and he was like, "Well, come in. We'll introduce you to some people." And I've been hooked ever since. And
it's
so
hard.
$269. Are those available right now?
Pre-order.
Yeah.
All right.
Pre-order.
Yeah.
I got to find that link. Damn it.
But aren't you glad?
Evan, drop the link in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah, Evan, drop the link in the comments.
Actually, Evan doesn't work here anymore.
Yeah, I know. You know he still has access to
You
some
know
of
he
that,
did.
right?
You know he
does.
do.
They said they were going to use him from time to time.
I'll use him.
He does phenomenal.
Evan, we're going to use you right now. Drop the link in the comments. We're using you right now.
I've seen.
He says on it, so.
Okay,
awesome.
Thanks, Evan.
I've seen people here that would have never hung out outside of this place become good friends. People introducing to new people every day, and then they come back and sit with the same people. And I think it was a couple First Fridays ago. We had a lady come in here on Thursday night, and they convinced her to come back on First Friday. And she brought a friend, and they hooked up with a group of people and stayed the entire night. And I think I've seen her about 3 or 4 times since then.
Yeah, I mean, everybody here is just so friendly, and when you walk through the lounge, everybody speaks to you, especially the people that are members here.
Yep.
We can kind of tell if someone's been here before or not. So we always make it a point to through today. I made it a point to go to the Dreamers Lounge, and I spoke to everybody. I mean, I've seen people in here that I had never seen before, but I seen that couple that you were talking about, and I spoke to them. I said, hey, how you doing? They said, hey, great, how are you? You know, so it's like, that's just what we do.
Oh, our members are great.
That's just what we do. We want to make everybody feel as comfortable as possible. But it also goes back to the staff too, because you guys are just as great too. I mean, it starts with you guys because you're the first people they see when they come through the door.
Well, I tell people that our members do a great job of policing each other. We rarely have to say anything if somebody has a phone too loud or somebody's talking too loud. Usually somebody at the lounge will say something first before the staff has to jump in and do it themselves.
Yeah. But we all have respect for each other too, and so we know the rules and the etiquette of lounge.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it's
like
very important.
The community is my favorite part.
Yeah. And you just meet so many great people, and like if you need something done or you need air conditioning, we know who to go to. You need landscaping, you know, someone knows someone that does landscaping. Whatever you need, there's somebody here. Somebody knows somebody else.
For sure.
Yeah. Like so today, you know, like yesterday, you know, the weather was super, super, super crazy for those of you that live in Texas, and especially Little Elm, Frisco, and Corinth, and Denton, kind of where I live. You know, I had a tree, my neighbor's tree fell over on my side of the property, right? So I don't always know how to deal with that. I'm talking to my boss on the phone. He's like, oh, you have power, Rhonda? Are you okay? I have the best boss freaking ever. And I mean, that's why I have the best boss ever. But, and I was like, I said, I have this tree in my yard. My neighbor's tree fell over. He goes, don't worry about it. I'm gonna send my son to your house, and we're gonna cut this tree branch down for you. I was like, what? He said, yeah, don't worry about it. He already knew my address anyway. Because my son's going to, as soon as he gets off work, he's going to come to your house and then cut that tree down. I want you to worry about it, Rhonda. I'm like, this is my boss.
And if you were here,
it would have been the same thing. Yeah. I know I would have got the same treatment. Like, Rhonda, what do you need? Okay, I'm coming to your house and cut this branch down. But luckily I have a great neighbor who realizes that his tree is over my fence. So he comes over. And he said, you know what, the best way to handle this, he took the fence down, part of the fence down, not the whole thing, but just part of it down, and moved all the shrubs, all that shit to his side, and put the fence back up and started, you know, cutting it all up on his side of the fence. He's like, I don't want you to have to worry about that. I mean, I really got some good neighbors. I'm very fortunate to have some good neighbors.
You didn't go help them?
Hell no, I didn't go help them. I had to work that night anyway, so no. But it was his tree on my property. No, I didn't go help him.
So, Evan has asked this question twice.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, what is it, Evan?
I can only imagine if it's coming from him.
This is a question for everybody.
You know that's a song, right?
What are your top 2 goals you want to accomplish by the end of 2024? Mine, and I only have one, is to get another job. I got to get employed again. If I do that, I'll be a happy camper.
Okay. I just have one. It is to get started on my skincare line.
Well, what's holding you back?
Time, and I'm not devoting the time to it like I need to. I mean, I have everything written out. I have the recipes and everything written out.
Yeah.
It's just doing it. I think it's just a matter of time, because as you know, when you work 2 jobs,
Time is limited.
Time is very limited, and the time that you do have, you're tired. You're
recovering.
You're kind of recover, right? So it's just a matter of the time. That's what's holding me back is the time. But I know I was talking to my bestie today, and I said, you know, I have to force myself to make the time. So that is what I'm gonna start doing, is forcing myself to make the time to devote it to my craft, because I love to do arts and crafts. So I need to just get back into doing that. So.
Man, that's a great question. I really have no idea.
And I also used to make, you know, pokers and too. So I've got a couple of orders that I need to fulfill, but it's the time.
Short term, it's probably this boxing match coming up
for the match.
At the end of 24. It's really not that far away.
No, it's not. We're already in June. Like,
yeah, we're practically
a couple
in
days,
June.
like 2 days, and we're already in June.
Right.
Can you guys believe it? Like, we blinked and we were in 2024. We blink, we're gonna be out of 2024, and like literally, we're already in June. We're already half a year.
Probably the boxing match for me. Just.
Have you got any family/home goals?
Yeah, probably fix up my house a little bit. I would love to get my front yard to where it used to be.
Oh God,
yeah.
I feel you. I need to get new grass. There's parts of my yard that need new grass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just lay down some sod and just. I feel you on that. I feel
my
you on
my yard's a big one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
An even bigger goal for me, and it'll probably be next summer, is I want to go down or either Dominican or Nicaragua and visit a couple of cigar plants.
Well, funny that you say that. So I had started working on a cigar cruise for us, whoever wants to go.
In 2025?
In 2025. But we can always kind of revert that to 2026 and just get like a group to go down to Dominican first and do that. So we're open to...
Or find a cruise that
goes to Dominican and do that too. Like either way, but that's something that I've been working on that I already have my travel agent. She's been doing the, checking it out. Yeah. So that's in 2025. So I'm going to really put that out there on our page so people can see it.
And it's going to be a cigar cruise.
It's going to be a cigar cruise.
We're going to organize things to a certain extent, but you're going to be responsible for paying for your tickets and all that.
Yeah, your tickets. Like, we're not going to pay for all that.
We're not going to pay for all that. We're not trying to make money off of a tour.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you want to go, like, hey, we're going to do this cruise.
Here's the details.
Here's the information if you want to. And then if
hit up this woman on getting your tickets and everything like that.
Yeah, and she will set up, my travel agent, her name is Paula. She did my last cruise last year. And she's she's really, really good at what she does.
So, but before I got hired, Brandon asked me what a 3-year goal for me was, and going down and seeing every aspect of how a cigar is made, from the fields to the rollers to how to pick out a blend. That for me is one of my biggest goals here in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Cool.
Evan, does that satisfy your question?
I think it does. And that's a great goal because not only do you not want to do that, but I want to do that too. I'm
jealous of the ones who have
already been, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's something that we should make sure that we try to coordinate and do. And even if it's just on a smaller scale, that way we can do that, because I would really like to see from start to finish.
Yep.
We hear about it. We know people who've done it.
Well,
but
some
former employees.
Yeah.
Some former employees have gone down, and now the Dominican would be ideal, just because it's the Dominican.
Right.
But
we don't even have to go that far. I know a guy, and you know a guy that we could hit up and go to Mexico.
Yeah. For sure.
I've got an open invitation from Edgar Hoyle. Anytime I want to come down, he'll be more than happy to take me all around Mexico. and check out their fields, their factories, their rollers, the whole 9 yards.
And the only reason I would want to go to Nicaragua is I've got a Nicaraguan palate. That I think I might have skipped over that in the beginning. That in this past year I have found out that I have a very Nicaraguan palate. Okay. Not to say that I don't like other cigars from other places, but my main go-to cigars are definitely Nicaraguan.
Yep.
Yeah. In 2025, I have a very extensive
Esteli
trip.
Yeah.
Because I'll be going to El Salvador in June in 2025. And so I'll be definitely looking at stuff over there. I'm already doing the research to see what cigars that they have and what kind of feels that they have, because people like sleep on that. So I'm about to explore that and see that, because I have family there.
Oh, in El Salvador?
Oh, yes. My husband is born and raised in San Salvador.
Okay.
So, so we have a place to stay already. And it's very touristy, and so it's very popular now. It's safe to go because the president over there has really cleaned up the area and the country. And so it's just...
Before we lose, Richard Glenn is on YouTube.
Hi, Richard.
And he wants to know if they make espresso martinis here. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
100%.
100%, baby. Yes, they do. And they are awesome. You would definitely love them. Come try it.
They decorate the beans and however you want.
That they do. So I'm just looking forward to doing that, because I'll probably be either 2 to 3 weeks there with family.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gonna bring back any?
Oh, absolutely, I will. Absolutely. I already have a place to stay. Either we stay with family, or we have a friend who runs a hotel who has already said that he would take us up from the airport, take us to the beach. We have total transportation.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And while we're there, I'm definitely going to be looking at property. So we'll be looking at property so we have our own place there. Because the ultimate goal, when I decide to finally retire, I am going to retire in El Salvador by the beach.
That's a great goal.
Yeah.
All right. Has anybody ever asked y'all if you could smoke one cigar the rest of your life?
Well, we already know what hers is.
You could choose any. Would it be the Bull and Bear for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a Crux girl through and through. I love cigars. Don't get me wrong. I love cigars, and I love the taste of all of them. But my absolute favorite is the Crux line. It is the absolute. I love the Bull and Bear, and that would be my go-to stick the entire time. Like when I retire, baby, best believe I'm gonna make sure I got an abundance of them.
Abundance.
Ron?
I need to make sure that they ship.
If you one, it doesn't have to be one that we carry here at ICC. You could, any.
Well, as much as I love the Superfly, I'm gonna have to go with one of two sticks: a Byron or the Patoro XO.
There you go.
And both great choices.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I look at it this way, Josh. Like, you can't go wrong with anything that you enjoy smoking.
Correct.
You cannot go wrong with anything you enjoy smoking. Now, I enjoy all the sticks. Every stick that I smoke, I
but
do
we're
enjoy.
talking
For the best, I will always and forever pick up a Crux Bull and Bear. Crux Bull and Bear. I will always and forever pick up a Crux Bull and Bear.
And then we got to go with Evan's silly joke here. A cigar cruise. Well, whatever floats your boat. You knew he was.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna. Yeah, something.
What do you say? What are you talking about? What you saying, homeboy?
The Byron or the XO is good. For me, 100% would be the Atabey.
I like Atabey, but the Byron's more along my palate line. And don't get me wrong, I got to throw the Cochon Volant in there too.
Hold on.
No, so you have to pick one.
But I only got to pick one.
You got to pick one.
That's the problem.
But
those
also,
are the three I would struggle with.
But also, we cannot forget about that damn Bandolero. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on, let's put the Bandolero too. Come on.
And I've heard if you age a Bandolero for 4 or 5 years, it tastes exactly like an Atabey. I don't have the patience to age something that long.
No,
so,
but if you can just have, I mean, you smoke that like on a special occasion when you're somewhere.
And the one I
You
would
know, when
really
you're
put
somewhere
on there.
over out of the country or whatever, you smoke that. But for an everyday kind of go-to, it's definitely going to be my Crux. And I love, you know what? I smoked a Foreign Affair the other day again. And I don't smoke them often,
Yeah.
but I smoked them enough.
It's a different flavor profile.
And I really enjoyed the Foreign Affair. And so I cannot say that I would just have like just one. Knowing me, I probably have at least 3 or 4.
No, you can only pick one.
Okay, but it's always gonna be the Crux. But behind the Crux is gonna be a Foreign Affair. It's gonna be the Luciano line anyway. Anything Luciano produces is gonna be there, right?
No, that's not Crux.
I know, but it's gonna be behind Crux though. It's gonna be behind Crux because I just love
the one
Crux.
I would like to pick. You can't get anymore, and that's the Black Ritos.
That is an anime.
It's an anime.
It is
but you
an
can't
anime, but
get
it's
it
not-
until you can
but
get
it's
it
not
only
a-
when it's back in stock and it's like a limited release. That's when you can get it. So when
Yeah.
you get them, you better hold on to them. So just start saving them. So when you do have to, when you retire and shit, and you go, you got
Y'all are
your time.
ruining my fantasy question.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Well,
that
we've
you could
already
only,
said this.
that you
I
had
already
to
said this
smoke
about me.
forever.
Crux, Bull and Bear.
All right.
I smoke that shit forever and ever. Me and Nathan.
Yeah.
Me and Nathan, we gonna smoke. And congratulations on your engagement, Nathan. Congratulations to you and your fiance. Anyway,
He
it's gonna be
wakes
a
up smoking on Bull.
That's what I'm talking about. Him and I are the
Bull and Bear to
Bull-
me is like.
Josh said
Bull
you
and
made
Bear.
a good Zulu
Bull-
Zulu.
the
Who?
Zulu is good too. Ooh, the Zulu. You know who
Did
turned me on to
I'm
the
gonna
Zulu
guess
Zulu?
Evan said that?
Yeah.
No. You know who turned me on to the Zulu is Brandon. I've found myself smoking a lot of Zulu too, but I
So-
always go back to
There's so many
Crux.
hard choices out there.
With
that
but
fantasy
there
question.
is, and so but
So full transparency.
go ahead.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Zulu.
Okay, that's okay.
That's,
but see,
So and when I said that, I almost got fired.
I'm sure it was a joke. Like he was like, "Oh, you're out of here." But no, but
Yeah, it's I love Grand Habano. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
But something about the Zulu just I don't know. Does it? Evan knows. He knows that.
It's not for everybody.
I've tried it. It's okay.
It's not for
It's not for
everybody.
me. I'd rather have
Wait.
the 20th Emisario.
But the thing about working here is that you are able to discover your palate. You don't have to be a full fan of it, but at the same time, you still
Learn something.
learn something about it. And while you're learning the clients, I call them clients because they're customers, but clients' palate, that might be something that they may like, and so you're able to speak about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not for you doesn't mean it's not for them.
Correct.
And that's what's so important, because you are able to speak about every stick. Now, we all have our favorites, and everybody that works here has their favorites. Like Nathan loves the Bull and Bear. He's gonna show that all the way because that's one of his favorites, right? Just like me. If I'm in the humidor and someone says, "Hey, what do you think?" They don't really ask me, but if they were to ask me, I'm always gonna say, "Here, try this Bull and Bear first." That's just what it. That's just it.
I mean,
But the fact
We
that
love the
you
guy.
sell all of it, oh Lord. Now they're kissing fucking foreheads and shit. Really?
the one thing I love about
It must have been that great good. I mean, it must have been that good if you fucking kiss a fucking forehead.
100%.
Oh shit.
I just made $10.
Well, I'm all about making some money. Okay.
Now wait a minute.
Within reason.
Where's my
Within reason.
What I like about this place is that you're not gonna find a lot of brands of what we have at other places.
You're not.
The like a lot of the big name brands we don't carry,
No.
but I will put up what we have against anybody any day of the week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's other shops that you could go to right down the road that their humidor is like a mansion, but they may not even know what they have. You know, stuff that you can get anywhere.
Well, you know, that's
Okay, but not even though they may not know what they have. They don't know about it. They may have it, but they can't tell you about it.
Yeah,
right.
And the fact that
but
the fact that you can tell them about every stick in ICC's humidor
Yes.
is important, because for somebody that's new to smoking, they want to know that you know what you're talking about, because they're coming to you because they don't know. So you are like, you're their guide. So they're gonna buy based on your recommendation. So it's important. Like, I'm not gonna say the name, but there's a huge humidor, maybe 7 minutes away from here.
Down the road.
Yeah, that has like a lot of shit. But do they know what they're talking about?
The employees don't know anything.
They don't know. But But when you come to ICC, you're gonna know. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get someone in there that's gonna know exactly what you want, and they're gonna ask you the right questions. How do you like your coffee? And from there, they're gonna blow your mind, because if you don't even like coffee, if you say you like tea or you like this, they're still gonna know what your palate can be.
That's exactly right.
Because they know we know what fucking we're doing. ICC just knows what they're doing.
I just make shit up every time I go in there.
They just know what they're doing. Like, this is the place. If you want the knowledge and you want to know, this is the place to go.
You're 100% correct. Every person that works here has smoking just about every cigar.
And if they're not, they're working on it.
Yeah.
Correct. I think I finally smoked my way through the very first room, and it took me well over a year to smoke everything. Yeah. And now I need to work my way through the vault, and it's gonna take some time to.
It's gonna take some time.
Work my way through the vault.
Because that vault's something else. It's something else, ain't it?
If you haven't checked out the vault at Industrial Cigar Company,
you need to check out the vault.
Now a lot of people might say it's where we keep the expensive cigars. I call it the more premium.
Yeah,
cigars.
but you know what? It's really.
But you know what? That's where they keep the bandoleros, and that's.
But it's still very affordable, though. Like, literally, it is. If you want a good stick, you're gonna go in there. But it's still very affordable, because even the Atabase, even though they're 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever, they're still affordable. If you want a good steak, they're still very affordable.
An hour and a half, 2 hours in an Atabey, and the experience you're going to get is unlike any other cigar that you've ever smoked before.
My first Atabey that I ever had, Dave got me. And when he gave me that Atabey, he said, "I'm going to ruin you."
Brandon said the same thing.
And that's exactly what he did. He ruined me. And I have several Atabeys now.
Well, I have had people that start with an Atabey.
Yes.
And I tell them that you're starting at the very top of the food chain.
And you're going to be... Okay, so when you start at the top of the food chain, to me, my opinion, you don't give any low-hanging fruit an opportunity that's just as good.
Yes, I tell people that too.
He's right. Yeah. So if you want to start at the top of the food chain, you can. But what I would say is you need to try the low-hanging fruit, because it's just as good as what the top of the tree had.
Yes.
For the money.
For the money. So I like to start from the bottom to medium level, to medium, to high, to extra high.
I've had
a lot of shit.
I've had a $13 cigar that will rival a $130 cigar.
Exactly. But see, people, when you start at the top, they don't really realize that, and that's all they smoke. So you are depriving yourself of other great sticks that are in the humidor when you start at the top.
Like, I don't know about y'all, but I know when I first started smoking, I thought, well, the more expensive cigar, the better it would be.
See, no, and you know what? And I'm not
I had to come here to learn that.
To learn that, right?
Yes.
And so everybody raves about the high-level cigars, like Davidoff and stuff. I'm just not a big fan.
I've told this story before. I was getting a lot of stuff from Cigar Lounge and Grapevine, because I was working over there by the airport. And I went in and talked to the owner, and I asked him, I said, "What do you like to smoke on a special occasion?" And he turned me on the Padron 1926. It was a $25 stick. It wasn't a $50 stick. I mean, he could have.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have gouged me for the most expensive cigar in the lounge, but he went to something that was a decent price and was a great cigar, and educated me on how to smoke it. He said, have a good meal. When you're done, kick back to relax, have this cigar, and that's what I did, and it was a great experience. You don't have to smoke a $50, $100, or $200 to have a really good experience, and to have a special experience. You can do it a lot more economically.
Mm-hmm. But that's a great thing about these sticks. Like, you don't have to break the bank to have a good stick. You really do not have to break the bank to have a good stick.
There's a lot worse that you can spend your money on than
Exactly.
than a $12, $13.
Exactly.
cigar.
Yep.
I agree.
But there are a lot of people here who smoke a lot of Atabays, and that's all they smoke exclusively. But I don't have the budget for that, but I still keep Atabays and Byrons around, because when I have a special occasion and I want something special, then that's what I'm going to grab. And if I get a phone call tomorrow about the job interview I had today, there's a Black Rito sitting waiting on me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
We save those for special occasions.
After my boxing match, when
Yes.
I come back on Monday afternoon, you will probably see me sitting up here, probably smoking an Atabay Mysticos.
Absolutely, as you should. Whether you
Yep.
win or lose, you deserve that. You deserve that.
That's a
And
major
anybody
accomplishment.
that smokes and who has special things happen in
And I
their
haven't
life
jumped
or
out
within
of
their
the-
family,
I haven't
that's
jumped out of an
you should
airplane
have
in
that.
35 years, and I'm going to, you know what, that's another goal. As soon as I get another job, I want to jump out of an airplane again. And first thing I'm going to do once I hit the ground, I may even light it up while I'm in the air. And I'm going to be smoking either a Byron or a Black Ritos.
There you go.
That's one thing I've never done.
I haven't
You
jumped
should
out
go
of a plane
with me.
either.
When I get ready to
haven't
go-
jumped out of a plane either.
I'm pretty afraid of heights.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No.
They'll kick you out the door.
I was
I
going to
know.
do bungee jumping in Vegas,
I'd-
and so
I'd rather fall out of an airplane than
yeah,
bungee jump.
so I'm just like, I mean, like, my mind said, okay, girl, you could do this. You can really go ahead and do this. But I ain't. I know me, I'm not going to do it.
But
yeah.
when I was in the military, I had this mindset that what's the worst that could happen? It could kill me. And actually that's not the worst that could happen. The worst that could happen is you don't die.
Right.
And you're crippled for life, But I actually got chewed out after my first jump, because you get into the door of the airplane and then the drill sergeant would slap you on the behind and say, go. Well, when I got up there, he hit nothing but air because I was gone already. I mean, Hancock, you were supposed to wait for your tap out. I said, yeah, I was afraid that was going to hurt more than the jump.
Right? Let's see.
I'm
Josh.
good. I'm good.
It's been great catching up with you.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? I did want to talk to you about.
No, here we go.
How was Hamilton? Tell me about that. How was Hamilton?
So, I don't know how much time we got, but for the last
30 seconds.
For the last 2 years, my youngest daughter has been singing the soundtrack 24/7.
Right.
Wanted people to call her Hamilton. So my wife grabbed some pretty inexpensive tickets. And I'm gonna say I was pleasantly surprised.
Great. Okay.
But before it started, I leaned over to my oldest daughter and I was like, "Do they talk in this play here?" And she goes, "Yeah." They sing through the whole thing, but it was production that.
Great.
If you don't like musicals or anything,
Don't go see it. But if you do.
no, I was gonna say go see it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a fan of rap music anyway.
Yeah.
And history, so
It was perfect then, right?
It was
Great.
pretty amazing.
Good. And kudos to your girls winning awards throughout the school year.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
surprise me every day.
Yeah. Great. That's good. Yeah, kudos to them.
Thank y'all for having me on.
I mean, it's always a pleasure. I mean, I love coming up here and seeing you, and you're always so respectful and pleasant when I come in here. You know, you give me rash shit sometimes, but that's just what we do because we're a family.
I love talking to people.
We are
I love
a family.
Love getting to know new
Yeah,
people.
exactly. And we as members here love when you bring new people through because you introduce them to us and we get to shake their hands and tell them what a great place this is too. So we're just like reinforcing what you've already said because it is. It really is. It's a great place to come and have great fellowship with everybody.
And the people who work here, we hang out here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though we work here, we
also hang out here.
We come and hang out and talk to our customers, watch ball games, smoke cigars, have a drink. It's we're up here all the time.
I know, and it's just so great. So I want to thank you for being a part of our show again, and really like talking to us about how because it was last year when we first initially talked to you, and you were just starting your cigar journey, and to know about how far you've come already in this year, it's just amazing. And thanks for sharing that knowledge.
Thank y'all again.
And we love you, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks again for everybody who showed up and made comments. Evan, thanks for giving us a hard time and throwing in at least one dad joke in the mix. And we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Who do we have on next week?
That would be Mark. Mark McClurkin will be on the show next week.
Mark McClurkin will be on.
So we'll be talking about his cigars because it's his big event. You guys, if you have no plans on Saturday, make sure you come over here to ICC and
Katie Cigars.
And support.
Katie Cigars.
There you
Katie
go.
Cigars.
It stands for
Come and take
Come
it.
and take it.
Well, he also names them about, after the family, so,
His brand is Come and Take It.
Come and take it.
And one thing I want to say that you smoke cigars, but when you get to know the people
behind the brand,
the cigars are even better.
Absolutely.
And and I want to say that I really had an opportunity to really get to know Mark on a personal level because we used to work at the same company, so we would always ping each other, hey, what's going on, this, just stuff like that. So I've been a part of his whole entire journey, so I'm super excited. Stupid excited about this because I literally have watched it from damn near the beginning.
Before we leave, Mark was the very first guy who sat me down my very first time in the lounge, took me to a back table, and was spitting all this knowledge that I retained none of it. But he was the very first one who sat me down, was pulling out leaves and pulling out samples of what now has become the Katie. And you guys, amazing.
So have a great week.
Have a great week,
We will see you
guys.
next week.
We'll see you next week.